Okay. So in the previous session, we created a simple program using variables and constants, right? And we have populated some data and displayed as output. So the statement what we use to define variable is data, and we use constant keyword to define the constants. What is the difference between variable and constant?
Variable value can be changed and constant won't be changed.
Yes, variable value can be changed during program runtime. You can update with new values whenever required. But constants value cannot be changed. It is always same. Okay. So today we'll see how to work with the work area and internal table. Okay, like multiple values and single record in the work area and multiple records, more than one records in internal table. So we'll see how to work with work areas and internal tables. We'll create a program on that. What is the transaction code to create the program?
SC38.
SC38. SC38.
Create the program and provide the title. So type is mandatory. Select executable program as the program type, and package. So in which package you want to save this program. So for now, select local object. Local object is nothing but local package. Okay, local package. Usually we don't use this in projects. Okay. Now what is the difference between variable and work area?
Variable is while doing program we can, I mean single thing only we
Single
can,
value, right? Variable is a
single
single
value,
value.
single value we
Yes,
can.
for example, employee ID. It's a
Yes.
single value. What is work area?
Single record.
Workarea,
Record.
it is a single record.
Yes. Record means collection of, like, it's meaningful information with collection of fields, right? For example, employee ID, employee name, and city. Altogether, it's a record. It's a meaningful information. So work area can hold one single record. Okay. You can change the values of work area during program runtime. Okay. How to define a work area? How to define a work area? This is little different than variable. So because variable contains only single value, we use a relevant like this. We use a relevant data type to define the work area. For example, LV underscore EMP ID type character some length 10. It will create memory for employee ID field. How to define a work area? Work area contains multiple fields, right? Yes or no? Work area
Yes, sir.
have more than one field, right? One or
Yes,
more field,
Yes,
even
sir.
that might contain single field, right?
right.
And more than one fields can be available in the work area record. How to define it if there are more than one field?
We should add a structure.
Mm. We need a structure of group of fields. We need to have a group of fields and we need to make it as a structure. By using that structure reference, we can define the work area. Here you can observe. So we can define work area and internal table with reference to the table or structure name. Table name or structure name. We can use database table name or structure name to define the work area. So we are grouping the fields in the table or in a structure. Let's see how to do that. Since we haven't started tables, we haven't created any tables. Let's go with a simple structure. So the syntax to create the structure in the program, we call it as a type structure. It's a type structure. To create the type structure, what is the syntax? Types. Types is the keyword. Types begin off and provide the name, any name. For example, I'll give like this ty underscore data. It can be any name, but always give some relevant name, relevant for the current data. Okay. For example, if you are working with employee data, just give like this ty underscore emp data. Okay. A meaningful name. Now, maintain the fields. Use comma, types begin of type structure name and comma, and maintain the field names empid type. What is the type of employee id? Usually character, length 10. Okay, and I need another field emp name. Type c. See, it is always we have another alternative for this length keyword. Instead of using length, you can provide the length here also using these brackets. Length 40, type character 40, like this. Okay, you can maintain the field like this. This is like you can this is the alternative for the length keyword. Okay, city, type c, phone, number type. So these are the fields I want to maintain in the work area. I want to use in the work area. And after completing all the fields, end of ty underscore emp data. Our type structure is ready. Is everyone clear? To define the
Yes,
work
sir.
area or internal tables, we use tables, database tables, or type structures as a reference. Okay, because we cannot use an individual data type for the work area or internal table, because work area or internal table contains multiple fields. Each field have its own data type and length, right? So for that, we group the fields in a type structure and we maintain relevant data type for the each field. This field name can be anything, depends on your choice. You can maintain these field names. Okay, you can use underscore if you want. Okay, now define the work area. What is the statement to define the work areas or internal tables? What is the statement?
data.
Data, yeah. Provide the work area name. Work area name can be anything. Depends on the requirement, we assign a proper name. Okay. For example, WA underscore EMP data. It's a work area name. In some projects, instead of WA, we use LS underscore EMP data. Depends on that project coding standard requirements, coding standards. Okay. So either we can use WA or LS or any name you can use. Okay. But whenever we look at that object, we can easily identify if we use WA or LS. Okay. Type is a keyword. Type. What is the type we need to take for the work area? Type structure name.
Yes.
Now our work area is defined. Our work area is defined. Looks like someone changed the pretty printer settings. That's why it is converting everything into uppercase. Let me change the pretty printer settings here. I will only convert uppercase keywords. Okay, my work area is ready. Now I can populate some data to it. So what are the different ways to populate data to work areas or internal tables? We can read data from the database tables and populate, or we can manually populate some values. So how to populate value to a variable?
Right.
Manually, if you want to manually populate some value, for example, LV underscore value equal to some test. We are going to pass it like this, right? To the variables, we need to pass any value to the variable. How to pass value to the work area? There are four fields: employee ID, employee name, city, and phone number. How to populate data to the work area, to all the fields of work area? Can we pass it like this? Employee ID 100. Or can we pass it like this?
No, sir, I think
No, because
by using type structure
because there
name.
are, yeah, because there are four fields in the work area. If you pass it like this, you are not specifying what is this value and what is the source field of this value. Is it employee ID, employee name, city, or phone number? We are not specifying that, right? Because in the work area, we have four fields. If you directly pass it like this, just like variable, right? We are not specifying to which field this value should be populated, right? When we are working with work areas, we use hyphen field name, hyphen field name and the corresponding value. Okay. Is everyone clear? We need to specify the field name and the corresponding value to populate data to the work area. You should not directly pass the value without mentioning the field names. Okay. some number. I don't think we need to use single quotations because it's a number type. Now we populated data to the all fields of the work area. Is it required to pass all the fields? Is it required to pass value to the all fields of the work area? That is not mandatory, right? One field might have value, other field might have doesn't have any value. It might be blank. Okay, clear? Now, how to display the output? How to display the data or, as output, which is available in the work area?
Right,
What is the statement? Right,
right, right.
right. Just try, just like how we display the variable WAEMP data. Check the syntax. Execute the program. Okay. So we are able to display one record: employee ID, employee name, Hyderabad, and city. Okay. Now I don't want to display, although I have 4 fields of the work area, but I don't want to display all the fields as output. I want to display only specific fields as output. There might be 100 fields in the work area, but I don't want to display all those fields in the output. In output, I want to display only specific fields. So how can we do that? By specifying, by mentioning that required fields like this. Employee ID, we need to use chain operator. I just want to display city and phone number. Execute the program. Now it is displaying only these 3 fields, right? So usually in the programs also, we might select hundreds of fields, right? But at the end, when displaying the output, we need to display only required data as output, not all the fields. Even when we are selecting the database table, we should select only required data. We should not select all the fields of the table. We'll see when we are working on the tables. Is everyone clear on this? Using work area, defining a work area, populating the work area.
Yes, sir.
Sir, sir,
Yeah.
in the line of phone number, can we use type C?
We can use, but usually phone number contains only uh, numbers, right? Yeah, if you take some US phone numbers, it might contain hyphen. Like few US phone numbers will be like this, hyphen. To maintain this hyphen, we cannot use a number type because number type cannot accept these special characters, right? In this situation, we need to use a character. Okay.
Okay, sir.
If you want to maintain only numbers, then we need to use number type. Clear? See, it is your choice, like what data type we need to use, that you need to analyze and use proper data type. Okay. But if you are using numeric data type and trying to pass the character data, that's not going to work. Okay. Clear? So I'm using number data type, right, for phone number. Let's try to pass some character data to it. Single quotes. I'm passing some ABC. These are characters, right? ABC is character data, right? Activate the program. Is it accepting character data?
No, sir.
It is just ignoring it and taking only numbers. Why there are zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros are there.
Be, because we have given four character like
We have taken length as 10 characters, but we are passing only six numbers, right? The rest of the four, instead of displaying empty spaces, it will display zeros. That is the property of number type. If we don't pass any value, what it will display? Let me comment this. I'm commenting this. I'm not passing any value to the phone number. It should be blank now. Execute and check. So it will display all zeros. Okay. It won't display the blank space. If there is no value, it will display zero values. Okay. Is everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you want to clear the data of the work area, if you want to clear the data of the work area, what you need to use?
Clear.
Clear statement. Clear wa underscore emp data. You need to use like this. And if you don't want to clear the complete work area, I don't want to clear all the fields values of the work area, the complete work area. I want to clear only the specific field of the work area. Depends on some condition. I should clear only phone number. I don't want to clear everything. I just want to clear the phone number. I want to keep the rest of the fields. What we need to do when we are using the clear statement, work area hyphen phone, mention like this. Okay. Now it will clear only the phone number and keep the rest of the values. Okay.
So we can't put like type N, we can't put, right, sir?
Where?
Clear empty data hyphen phone we kept, no? So like type N we can't put, right? Just only that is
Ah,
command
see, that is only to define it.
defined.
Once we defined it, so we don't need to worry about this type statement anymore. Okay. So we have provided the field name and mentioned the relevant data type. So in the memory, right, for this
Okay.
phone number, some space will be created. Now we are clearing that value. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
So
can you please clear city name?
if you want to clear multiple fields like this, chain operator, clear phone number, comma, city. You can use like this. Okay.
So without mentioning phone, comma, city, we can't put, sir. It won't take, sir.
You mean without comma? No, it won't. You should
Ah, no,
mention.
sir, no, sir. phone comma again we gave the command w work area
Uh,
underscore like
no,
that.
it won't take if you just give the field name.
Yeah, field name
No,
we can't.
city is unknown. It is saying city is unknown. So it should, the city field should be represented by work area. Okay. Is everyone clear?
Can we write free statement here?
Yes. Okay. Simple. You can use it free statement as well. The difference is clear will clear the only value. Free statement will release the memory as well. Okay.
What is the output?
It should be blank because we are clearing we're clearing everything, right? Let's check the output. It should be blank because we are clearing everything. We are even using free statement before write statement, right? Before displaying the output, we are clearing everything. Okay. Is everyone clear on this?
Yes, sir.
How to use work area? Now let's see how to define an internal table which can accept multiple records, right? Internal table can accept multiple records, right?
Yes, sir.
The prerequisite is the prerequisite to define the internal table is a structure or a database table. Since we have already created the structure, a type structure, let's define the internal table. Keyword is same data. Assign some name to the internal table. For example, IT underscore EMP data, or in some projects we use LT. Okay. Assign a assign some meaningful name. Type standard table of, type standard table of, or simply we can also use a table of ty underscore emp data. This is how we can define the internal table. Using this keyword type standard table of keyword. We can define the internal table. Now how to populate the data to internal table? Can we directly populate like this? How we populated to work area? Please observe carefully. Can we populate like this? LT emp data hyphen emp id equal to 100. Can we populate like this to the internal table?
Yes, sir.
If you observe here, observe this slide. To add any data to internal table or to process data of the internal table, what we need to use? Work area. Okay. If you want to add any records to the internal table manually, we cannot directly add it. We should be able to add it through which one? Work area.
Work area.
If you are selecting from the database table, you can directly select records from the database table. Okay. But when you add it to when you add records manually to the internal table, we should do it through work area. or when you need to display the output of the internal table records, we should do it through work area. We cannot directly use it in the write statement as well. Let's see that. It won't accept this. LTEMP data is a table, so we cannot pass data directly. It's an internal table. Since it's an internal table, we cannot pass the data directly. We can only pass the data through work area, and that work area should refer to same type structure, same table. Both structures should be same. Internal table and work area structure should be same. Then only we can add records of the work area to the internal table. Add record one by one to the internal table using work area. Clear? Both should be referring to the same type. Both should contain same fields in the same order. Same fields in the same order. Then only we can add record to the internal table using work area. Clear? Now we have already populated some value to the work area. Now how can we add this work area record to the internal table? Please observe carefully. We can use append statement. Append. It will add work area records one by one to the internal table. Append WA underscore EMP data to which one? LT underscore EMP data. Now one record is added to internal table. How can you add multiple records? One more time, populate the work area with new value and again append this new value to the internal table. You should always clear work area before populating new values. Okay, you should always clear the work area before populating with the new values. If you don't clear, for example, I'm not clearing this previous record of the work area. So I'm populating our four fields here, but for the second record, we don't have phone number. We are not populating city. For this 101 employee, we don't know the city of this employee and we are not populating it. But if you don't clear the previous value completely, what will happen? It will use previous employee value here also, because the previous value will be already there in the work area. You are updating only the other three